I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right? Then you synced into my mind.
And they so over-focused on Iris, man. And it's just, it wasn't me. I mean, I guess it's good bait, but I feel like it was bait for so long. Like, nothing ever really added up. And they don't really introduce the concept of a body swap. Even, like, hinted until, like, way later. And so I was gonna get behind any theory.
But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you? As a result, you had no choice but to release me.
That's alright.
I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for
I
me.
feel like the mystery leading up
make
to
it
this just wasn't
difficult to
exciting
sneak out
enough
at night.
to warrant
And that would put my
withholding
plan in
anything.
jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred. I got a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes, the Sajima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up
One
and
thing
ring
I'm
the
curious
doorbell.
about, they give you plenty of possible motives as to why other people would kill certain people in the story, which is cool. You know, it's cool that they make you think that maybe it's possible that this is happening and all this other shit. None of them add up to really make a broad picture. That was always the problem, is like you could think you could solve a singular mystery, but you couldn't really figure them all out. So I was just like, maybe they'll explain it all later, but it ends up being that none of those are even legit. But I don't know, I had something else to say there. I guess that was something to say in its own, but...
Hello, Father. It's been a long time.
Oh, it's all gonna kind of depend on why this person's doing it. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to matter. This could have just been bait, and then it's just, I like killing people, but we'll see.
I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I
don't know if our man will just go for a psycho.
So I pushed on the intercom, and sure enough, my dad invited me inside.
But I'm also curious how it relates to the old Cyclops. I guess the old ones, it was Rohan just taking the eyes out.
I told him this.
Who knows what our dude had 6 years ago, though.
I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you.
Although I do still feel like our dude swapped with 89, but we'll see.
He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed, and got into the...
Invited me inside.
van with me. We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day. There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a
I
terrible
guess I was supposed to have her
secret.
continue. Why do we have
Hinting
to
at that
like
was
prompt
enough to
them to
get the
continue?
boss to come
Just say the
running
whole
to me
fucking thing,
immediately.
dude. I'm gonna
I
miss that
injected her
now.
with a sedative,
Maybe not.
then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces. I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house. This was yesterday, early Monday morning, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to
See, you can just say
New
continue after doing something
Okura
else. They
Fishery
should just
cold
not even have it be a
storage
prompt.
warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show
You want to
for
hear
a
something
couple
crazy?
hours.
Go on.
So, in the Mizuki route, you storm the mansion and kill 60 guards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you go in, and Seijima takes Mizuki hostage, and then you pipe shoot him, and he's on the floor.
I mean, I
And then
assume
he
that's
fucks
this
your
dude.
ass, and he's like, "Hey, killed by your own father." But that's Saito saying that.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb. Why would he say that?
I don't understand why you say killed by your own father.
Exactly. It's the dumbest shit in the world. He's got no
Yeah.
reason to say it.
Trying to think of it.
No, dude, that is the son in his dad's body saying that
Is
from
it?
within his dad's body. For no reason.
I mean, if that's the case, then Uchikoshi's trying way too hard to lead people astray in the mystery to the point where it doesn't even add up anymore. Which seems to be the whole goal of this whole thing, is to lead people astray as many times as he can, even at the cost of, like, a coherent, fun story for the first 30 hours.
But bro, it is fun. Porno Max.
But bro,
Porno
Of
Max.
course, when I say show,
why would he even say that
I
anyways?
mean
Killed by your own
dismembering
fault.
Iris.
I mean, yeah, the only thing really would make sense is if it was actually his dad. And he thought he thought Mizushi or fucking he was the one swapped or some shit for some fucking reason.
Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly? That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
Really? Continue again? But this time it's continue for the whole thing?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got some way to get out here, and then we're gonna get fucked, and then at that end, then we go back to the other one or some shit. Who knows? The subject and the sinker. How does the other person do it then? Oh, they replace it back in. Huh? So they pop their eyeball out and then pop it back in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just pop mine out right now, like, eh. I just pop mine out all the time. I'm just like, eh. Let me just pop it out and look around, you know? Like, that'd be really painful. Eyeballs
I
that
love
sturdy?
sinking. I ate eyeballs.
I
Simple
eat
as.
eyeball. Yeah, let me just pop my eye out real quick, dude. Eh. I mean, I knew that they had to take out an eye, but I figured maybe it was for like one side for some reason. Since they're the sleep side, you're visiting that person. Why did they fully take him out?
Of course, I don't really care about eyes. I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sink.
I wonder if
And
he
for
ripped
that,
out.
I needed to remove the left eye.
I wonder if he ripped out his own eye before he went into this each time, or if he just popped it out and then ripped it out once he finished the sink. I'm like, let me just rip it out for fun. I'd assume you would just pop it out and then rip it once you're done, so you don't have to feel the pain.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Wouldn't the eye just be hanging outside of it? You can't fully take out the eye. I mean, Ichikoshi definitely did a job on trying to lead you around as many possibilities as possible, like with, like, hey, maybe they got AI eyes and stuff, but like I said, even though he tried to cover every angle, I feel like it's just not solid enough for 30 hours of it. I feel like it's too focused on leading you in too many ways and not really keeping you entertained, like keeping you enthralled by it at all. And you just outright like bring shit up. It's not very subtle half the time. Where are the balls?
Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris.
Well, you just ate them.
Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss. Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. Immediately after exchanging
Like, this isn't creepy.
personalities.
How horrible.
Cause it just pops up real quick and then goes back real quick. Why isn't the person handcuffed either?
Ah, the prototype sync machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile.
Why? Why did it even do that? Just cause? Look stupid.
To harass you. I wanted to bring out the hatred in you. That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park.
I'm getting into the motive here.
That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date. Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets. Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me. But don't ask. It's embarrassing. This series of murders was like a journey for me, you know? Traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. We always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end.
Alright, is this Saito's body right now? I mean, who knows whose body we're in at this point? It's probably somebody
So I'll
swapped.
be needing it back. My body.
What?
Yukito Satoru.
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
Is that why my man needs dosages to keep down the killing intent
No, that
psycho
was a
brain?
joke. It wasn't
He
serious.
was born with a
The
brain dysfunction.
psycho brain he has.
Due
No,
to
it was a
damage to
joke.
the
It
was
posterior
just a
pituitary
joke.
gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date? That's what I've been telling you!
I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Why didn't they just tell him this anyways?
They must have increased your dosage too much.
Flashbacks to the obvious shit.
No, but the person
Yeah.
who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
That is what
Doctor.
I believed as well. But we
Doctor.
must have misunderstood.
I was gonna say, he didn't seem like he had a happiness problem. He was pretty happy with fucking Iris all
Killer
the
did
time.
not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange.
Was this person
That would
originally
mean
responsible?
Number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Pewter must have known that.
No way.
So Uncle jumped off. And I was gonna say, he seemed kind of like an asshole.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima,
And before So?
Iris. And before... And before...
And before Shoko?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital. But I still had those fragments of my mind left, just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
Happened to killers.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you. In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier.
The
Number
porno
89
man.
was in Rohan's body. In other words,
That's...
Okay, so it was. But it just has a few extra stats. Awesome. There's fucking dozens of swip swap, boys. I feel like the hand thing's trying to oversell the creepiness too much. The spooky hand. Yeah, something like that. These scenes don't work as well when they have 10-hour loads between them.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Dude, you want to know the best part?
Date, look!
You can straight up
This is
just
streaming
summarize the
live.
game's plot by saying that ain't Falco.
Wow.
The meme,
Wow.
it's reality.
Wow. The game's a big ref. I have TNT strapped to her.
Some
Damn
men
you.
just want to watch the
If
world burn.
you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Iba, where's the source?
it is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
I'm just a fucking god mode AI. It just is the chemical plant, it'll be fine. That's a man with brain damage or an assassin that killed dozens of people.
Computer, contact headquarters, now!
Kill them all?
Got it.
Yeah, nothing big lost.
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
What will you do? Cannot eat that.
Is this actually a choice I can do?
Don't even bother not doing it.
Oh, really? What happened?
Just blows up.
Oh.
Game over.
Dante!
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse.
I don't care about
I
her.
know you well, don't I, Dante?
Rohan was in Oh, yeah. Has no body, man. He's gotta stay in a body that looks way better than his. The mobster boss is Rohan, yeah. Yeah, he's just shit out of luck. He could take bosses. Boss is dead, so yeah, he could turn into Big Bobs, dude. Oh, we just let him do it? Did the AI really not pop out? Dude, he should just fucking self-destruct, dude.
I did it.
40, 28, all that shit.
I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What?
Surprise!
Why?
She blows up anyway.
Wow.
Return my body and I'll tell you the location.
Blows up harder than Iris's
That's what I
fucking
said.
brain.
I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
Isn't the chemical still happening right now?
You're the one who
Inside to
injured that
It's
body.
great.
It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Dude, did the self-destruct already,
Be
man.
seeing you.
It is I, Enamoto Naoya. Surprise, motherfucker.
Why not just self-destruct in his eye? Be guaranteed death. I guess they want to put him to justice.
Quick,
Date,
Dante,
are
hide
you
me in your
alright?
tits.
Quick, ask if they're alright. Don't fucking put handcuffs on them or anything.
Everyone's dead.
Good. Aiba
Everyone's
just saves the day,
fucking dead.
and now he's just gonna get killed because he's
Let's
taking his
see.
time.
2 shitty parents died, a shitty idiot girl
I
died,
couldn't do anything.
Oda
Sento
died,
had
which
me
is
right
always a
where he wanted
positive,
me.
and then Hitomi died. So kind of a loss on Hitomi because she was nice, but the rest are fine.
Nothing.
There's no problem.
But more importantly,
Parallel worlds exist.
why doesn't he just fucking put handcuffs on this dude?
Oh, dude, shit. Boss is dead too.
With the handcuffs.
Could I have
So,
had...
I mean, this is not that bad of a reality. He gets to slut around in a 42-year-old smoking
Smoke?
girl.
You smoke?
a better future?
Where's Pewter? Are you gonna handcuff him? Why didn't Pewter just like... I guess they needed another location. Yeah, that's how it feels. Could I have had a better future? Guys, imagine this. The timelines are connected somehow. Oh my god, what a fresh concept. If you guys want to play a more interesting version that reuses all of these concepts, just play through the Zero Escape series or Remember 11. Enomoto!
Satoru is too.
You guys should just play his stuff that came before this. I mean, ZTD is horrible, but just play his other stuff. It's very similar in concept, but actually it delivers way better.
The main conceit of Remember 11 is you have body swapping going on from the word go, and they tell you. And that's the main thing happening. And there's
But it
mystery
makes it
shit.
interesting the whole way through.
This is reusing that idea from Remember 11, but in a worse way.
The problem with this is it's all concepts, and then none of them are fresh, and the delivery is just not there, man. Like 999's maybe less complicated, but it's way more fucking interesting for like the entirety of it. No, we're not done yet, but I don't know.
I'll always defend Remember 11, though. I'll always praise it. It just does everything
I
right.
don't know. I mean, even too much complications. Okay, okay. Like IO's probably more interesting than this. I mean, it buckles at times, but it's still more interesting. It's just about delivery. I just think the delivery is just not there in this game. I think if maybe these final bits were like how it felt the whole time, maybe it'd be okay. I think it's just too lighthearted, too pseudo-wacky, and then for the rest of it, just not anything, you know? It's okay, it's fine. But you're waiting to see where it's gonna go, and it's just like, that's not the main timeline. The other one was locked, so it can't be. I doubt he would ever make a true ending, not the final ending. With the music though. I just feel like even the dialogue, when it's serious, just isn't as good as this old stuff, you know? Like the comedy's like okay, and like that's kind of about it other than a few other things. I just feel like it's just lacking in a lot of department. Yeah, we gotta have one more fight scene between him and this guy. Yeah, one more possibly. There might be more, but I feel like one more is probably it. It's probably a few more hours. I mean, that explains a lot, so I don't know. What else is not explained? Just having a route that ends in happiness. Oh, why is Mizuki a superhuman? I'm sure they'll explain that, right, guys? Oh, wait. He's got in or out connections going on. We gotta explain that. I'm gonna get a drink. A piss. And then we can continue this. So is this Rohan here then? Yeah, is he making a symbol here? It doesn't seem like it. I'll be right back. Maybe it is. I mean, is it like a 6? There's 6 branching paths out of the middle there. 6 endings? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 6? 6 endings, man, maybe?
Oh yeah, one more thing for you guys. Remember 11 actually has a set of bad endings that you have to work to get, and they're called annihilation endings. And that was called the annihilation ending. He's like totally taking stuff from Remember 11, and it's insane. Uchikoshi recycles a lot of his ideas from his previous works. I'm not obviously going to talk about specifics, just because there's no reason for me to. But he does reuse some stuff in his works, um, and it's just unreal, kind of, how much stuff he reuses. And this is him reusing Remember 11 in a lot of ways. Don't get me wrong here. Remember 11's very different from this game. It's very different. It's an enclosed location. It's non-stop plot. It's serious. But he's using concepts from it here. And he uses a rainbow of colors on the flowchart, dude. It all comes together. The same gimmick every time. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the journey you take and the emotions you're supposed to have during the entirety, like the build up of the story, are just as important as the ones you gotta leave with. Like in a mystery, the answers and all that, sure, that like, you gotta have a climax, and it makes you, the thinking, and it's cool knowing the answers and like testing your intelligence and stuff like that. But like, I feel like the parts before it, like, I mean, you can't completely justify, you know, 30 hours of it being like okay with like oh hey, maybe it's okay at the end. Like I feel like Remember 11, like 99 and shit are a good example of like really good atmosphere and like fun story moments and shit, like good story moments, build up and stuff. Like in this instead, we're fucking around talking to mama or some shit. But that, you're like in some cabin, surviving, and there's cool dialogue, and even if you're not in the cabin, you're in the other place, and then it's kind of like got this weird mystery thing going on, and I don't know, there's just more going. I mean, in fucking like Danganronpa 999, it's like you're still trapped in some place, and like there's exciting things happening to fill you in while the mystery's going. I just feel like this doesn't have kinds of like entertaining moments. You're not as like engaged. You're just not engaged for most of it. I feel like that's kind of like supposed to be important. Keeping you engaged, keeping you interested. I'm not that interested in what's happening. The atmosphere and like characters and the build up and setting and all that, it just doesn't really make me care, no matter how much he's led me astray and built up to some twist ending. Like, it's okay, but...
You're awake.
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
Who's in Renju's
What is
now?
it you
Or who was in
expect me to
Renju's there? I wonder if it was Saito or if it was swapped with Rohan again. Yeah, wouldn't it have to be? Wouldn't it be Saito in his body now? And Rohan's dead in Renju's?
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me!
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited.
Of course.
It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational. I
What a
attempted to reach
coincidence.
HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
No response.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups. Likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
That is not the only reason. So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead. That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now. But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me.
Wait.
I would cease to exist.
You're... Saito Tsujima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Renju's body on the ground. Without his left eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds? The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
Here's the part where I'm worried. You can hear the wheelchair squeaking.
He's in a chair right now.
He's
It's
in the
him, it's
wheelchair.
guy.
Good, can you give me some delta lines we can insert here?
My swaps are very complex.
There we go. Thank you.
The current. Did it unlock your memory?
Gold star.
I love, dude. Just think of the fucking Kino. That the horrible everything that is ETD ends with this voice, and in this, it's with the same fucking voice, and what might be another very iffy Uchikoshi fucking view. This might not be the end, but
Then tell me, this body was
that's the kind of
originally-
Kino you're after, man. Pure Kino, man. He's destined to just write the same thing over and over.
Mine.
That means your body...
No, Date, I can't shift between different memories like you can, but I do have another power. The ability
This is
to
your
infinitely Psy-hack.
Isn't it, Saito?
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
No, like,
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet. Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind.
He's a lot better at the crazy guy than the boss's VA was. I'm sorry to admit, boss's VA. It's a little more interesting coming from this VA. Yeah, I've always liked this guy's voice. He does New Wesker? Is that true? I mean, I know he did Delta and ZTD. I think he does New Wesker's voice too. Yeah, I like his voice. Hey man, I don't have a voice like that.
I want to see you mad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now.
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
Well, thank you. Perfect for streaming, not for voice. Wait, he's explaining it, or he's not actually voicing it? We just have to reread this? Oh, that he already knew, okay.
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew
Oh,
she
nice.
would be
Those are good edits.
So, I called her to Sunfish Pocket.
I couldn't afford his voice.
Yeah,
Probably
the
not.
fucking the Halloween emotes are really solid.
Those are really good.
This one's my fucking favorite, dude.
Oh, dude. Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man.
I like all those. I don't have a Halloween emote, guys. Sorry. Wait, here's my Halloween emote.
I even video called
This
her,
is what Katie does
but
when
for
she
some
retreats.
reason, she said no.
His costume.
This was around
Oh
5
yeah, that's
p.m.
it. Zoom.
Hand over the candy.
I just speak around
Everybody
corners.
is
Death to
Tanuki.
Nuki. Death to Nuke.
I was still
I'm here to
Renju,
collect the
president
bells.
of Lemniscape. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki. Inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her. The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning. If you did not warn her...
She would have been taken here.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me
here
in
it is,
person,
dude.
she would trust me.
Is this his voice though?
Tell me something. Do you like kinky? Do you like tenderness?
They
Do you
fucking
like passion?
they got like bottom for this.
So do I.
I think he had like an erotic reading panel at a con.
What do you want?
Pretty effing awesome.
Yeah, and so you can like hire him to like fucking do like sexual lines and stuff. That's what I was remembering. That's so old. Dude, that's our boy Mandel. Oh, listen to the whole video. We gotta get back to the shit.
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
Video's just Wesker, butt
So
naked,
unlucky.
reading lines.
My plans were ruined.
What?
But my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good. After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you. But when you tried to bring her here...
You got smart. Don't we have to load in that explanation?
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
I always put the cap on sodas. Even though when you pop open a can, you don't do that, you know?
Too.
So it's just a bitch having to take it off every time. It's just habit. I guess it would never spill, but
You're exactly
this will be the
right.
first time I ever spill drink in here, bro.
I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on.
I really do like DC Douglas's voice or whatever.
The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car. I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body
Do
were
you
both
know
in shambles.
why my brain is like this? When my mother was pregnant, she went for a jog. On her path, she found a snail. She picked it up. It was infected with a parasite,
Parasite.
all because of
Ew.
a single solitary snail.
Oh no.
I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well.
Painkiller.
My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep.
Why doesn't he get more work done? Is it because his unique voice is only fit for like bad dudes or something, like very cool bad dudes?
I managed to make it back here. And
He played an
collapsed on
old
the
ass
ground.
man.
Next thing I knew was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
It's funny this is Date's actual voice. Imagine a dude as perverted as Date with a voice like that.
Imagine
Imagine that.
Wesker shouting porno mag.
Dude, give me the redub, man.
Complete global
Oh,
erotification.
I put that
man.
there. When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes.
He probably would do some of it, man.
I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
Does he know about the AI?
The merry-go-round
Does anybody
horse's
ever?
mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down
He
into
must
its
not,
body.
because he got caught in the fucking blast that last time there. That she did. Why does he always have this, like, super
By Monday,
hardcore
Renju's body was
thing up his
almost
sleeve, but he
completely
always gets
dead.
fucked anyways?
And of
Odo
course,
takes him out.
my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma. The man you call Pewter.
boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
Why was like he's so just gung ho helping us for justice on the other end? I mean, I guess it's just route differences.
When I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body. I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you while you're in this body. A rather nice plan if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
Okay, boss.
I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago. So naturally, we had a lot to talk about. But I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes. Just mercenaries I hired. After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive,
The hit.
but I had access to Renju's bank account. I paid them with his money. Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris. But after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own without consulting me.
Oh, Pewter.
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m., I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see.
So up until this point, the body swapping, for all of the bullshit possibilities in this, it's relatively, I don't say grounded, but like we're not getting too crazy.
It is grounded.
It's grounded. They explain it. It like kind of makes sense. That works. He tries to explain things. It's not too magic-y.
The thing is, I'm telling you, it's like Kara no Shoujo. It's a traditional mystery. It just wastes its time on bullshit that doesn't matter.
That's what I mean. It's just not fucking engaging enough, man. I feel like he thought too much about the twists and not enough about just the fucking writing, dude. Like, you know, like, fuck, man. Like this is fine. I mean, but I'm worried about, like, the next hour. We're starting to get into, like, he's like, I've got a pseudo-magic science. And he's gotta, like, unload his fucking, like, flowchart ass fucking all over to this shit. But I don't know. Maybe he won't.
Chart.
I feel like he's gonna bust his, like, pseudoscience nut on us in a few minutes. You could have just had a really engaging the end with just this as the end. Maybe, I mean, not exactly, but you know, relatively the same concept and stuff. And then just had it be real cool at the end, and like that would have been good. Just better atmosphere, more engaging. I mean, it's the concept's not even the problem. It's just the rest. I mean, I don't need him to take me on so many red herring trips the whole time either. And a lot of those routes were just, they didn't even add anything. I mean, I guess they got to the side stuff pretty quick, just the backstories, like at photos and stuff, so that's fine. But if they ever like meander for a while, then they're really a big waste of time.
I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see
I guess they
you.
all explain something. I mean, the Mizuki thing explains something. Oda's thing explains his family. Iris explains why she sucks. The other Iris one hints at this stuff. I think that one was probably the worst, where you go along with her. I don't think it tells you enough to warrant like 5 hours of your time. They could have just put it somewhere else. And then the other ones are just back and forth to get you to here, but which could have been reworked. So I don't know. Yeah. Well, anyways, we'll talk about it.
Iris got so excited that
Just
she
thinking
dropped her
about it.
guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan.
It was all according to plan, boys.
I knew that if I looked like him, she would do
6
anything.
minutes. 6 minutes is all I have to spare for you. Dude, I wish that would have been a line in this, man. Well, he has 7 minutes to spare because then he'll end up swapping. You know, dude. Koshi's a huge
I've been looking
RE5
for
fan.
him for 6 years.
6 years. I wonder if the 6 thing's gonna be used in an
That
actual
is
way
why
or if it's
Iris
just there
left
for fun.
Matsushita Diner.
If he goes for the line, that'd be awesome. He probably has no idea who's voice acting his English ones.
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep.
Oh, I see.
I restrained her and called Hitomi.
That's why Date had the opening scenes and all that in the beginning
Don't call the
with her.
police or she dies.
But I thought she said that he was like some kind of assassin or something. Well, maybe he didn't get into the police force until after all that shit. Why did they let an ex-assassin
I used
gangster
Iris to reel in
become a
Hitomi.
detective?
And you.
To keep him close or something? I mean, even if he was a changed man.
Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting. I was only 12, but I remember it vividly.
Probably doesn't ask him why he remembers it.
On that day, 18 years ago,
The
I
loading's
heard my
killing
dad
the
on
delivery.
phone. I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car.
Always the tack, these
He went to
guys.
the
Right where they need
Warehouse
them.
district.
Dude, I brought that up too. This
Lot of-
game is just convenient taxis.
This is a taxi
Experience.
advertisement, dude. They're always
Crazy
there
taxi.
right when you need them, and they can do whatever you need. Use taxis. Don't use Uber.
I took a taxi just to this fucking wharf so I could stab this woman.
You can do it too.
Yes.
Taxis, taxis, taxis. Taxi union.
We don't want to model 12-year-old Saito, by the way, so here's a blue shadow.
Yeah, what the hell?
Hell yeah.
He was
motherfucker.
really big for a 12-year-old. Was he the only non-manlet? I guess that explains.
He was 6 feet at 12 years old.
He insta-killed her. Why did he do it? I guess we'll
Just
find out.
because.
How about what's
I've
the
only ever been happy when I was killing something.
why kill her?
Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything. But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me. And she
He has a
stole all
brain
the
problem or
happiness
whatever. At
from
least they
my
try to
house.
explain that too. It's not just, I'm just evil. Which I mean is fine too. They make him creepy enough, but just he goes for it.
So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland.
Often very simple. My brain does not work properly. You know, so if he's trying to do all this to get back in this guy's body so that he can get joy from killing people, but he's inside of bodies that feel normal dopamine stuff, wouldn't he have felt normal dopamine rushes
The
at
idea
normal
is that he
times?
gets like a fucking crazy man
Psycho
rush.
rush, huh?
Yeah. I mean, but then I also brought up he could just do fucking drugs, dude.
I mean,
Do a crazy amount of drugs, burn a body out, switch to another one, done.
aren't there drugs that just like secrete those kinds of things, like make your brain do those kinds of things anyways? Even if you had a brain disorder, couldn't he just take some crazy drug to give him that rush? Maybe he doesn't want to be under some kind of crazy influence. He just wants all natural dopamine boys straight from the fucking wellspring. My thing was, what does he feel right now, dude? Just from having normal mode, you know? Is there no adrenaline rush, or, you know, beating his cock, man, you know? I mean, I guess that's feel about the same masturbating as you do killing a man. I guess that's kind of
And I didn't have a mother. Not a
fuck.
real one, I mean.
Masturbate a little better.
My mom died giving birth to me. So,
I
naturally,
want to know about
my
Mizuki
emotions
still,
toward my
and then of
dad
course the
were
flowchart. Yeah.
complicated. Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be
Sleepy
different?
Arid.
Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed
Not
up
yet,
in
Arid.
this.
It's all gotta be explained.
And maybe Shoko Nadami
He hasn't really been talking about his tragic past. He doesn't seem too sad about his past. Dude just wants his addictions.
Isn't destiny a curious thing? One mistake can
I guess in
change
general
so
it's a
many
tragic
lives.
past though, yeah. Maybe not for him.
Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you. And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours.
Single solitary
So,
brain disorder.
Shall we get started? Give me my body back.
Body. Body. Okay, dude.
What a strange fake eye.
Oh, he doesn't know. Gotta use the real one
Oh
before.
well.
Maybe she could fry him when he's in there, dude. Jesus. He just fully ripped it out.
He just fucking does it, dude.
He just fully rips it.
Fucking metal.
Holy fuck, what a hard ass, man.
He did that to all the other ones too.
It's ready.
He didn't even just pull it out, he pulled it out and then fucking just said, fuck it, like I'm never going back. Just in case, I'd leave it, dude.
Nah, man.
I guess he's used to it, dude. Might as well fucking gimp this guy. But it's supposed to make the guy get, like, drugged anyway, so he's got plenty of time. He doesn't need to, like, have an advantage. I guess he just did it because it looked metal, man.
Just cause.
Just cause, man. Tsuchiko, she wanted to look fucking hard.
Porno mags.
Oh my god, do we have to actually run a scene here?
I'm gonna take away this man's ability to read porno mags out of his left eye.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
This is the sink room.
Whose mind are we even in? Oh, this is just sinks.
That was... Damn it, why can't I wake up? doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
What if she runs out of dosage like she ran out of battery? Also, wouldn't he want to switch back? Oh, wait. He ripped out his eye, so there's conveniently a way that she can go into his real body now. That's good.
Oh no.
I was wondering how that would work
He
out.
worked
Like, what
it
if he
out,
ever
boys.
gets his real body back? Does he just
fucking-
kind of choose to rip his own eye out so she can just sit
foresaw
there?
the incredible twist.
Incredible. Watch it not even happen. He just stays in this body and keeps taking the drugs.
Yahoo!
Even though he remembers everything. Wait, didn't they just switch? What is he even doing? They don't go into each other's mind, right? I thought it was just a one-way trip, or is it not?
It is a one-way.
We're gonna fucking race.
Wait,
What?
no. They do switch. What?
What?
Yeah.
How did they switch? Oh, it's because one's usually asleep, so they can't do anything about it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How does that work?
They already explained it with the fucking egg.
So since one's asleep, they just don't do it, even though they technically are doing it? They just sit there? It's not a one-way trip.
Really, you shouldn't be experiencing this right now, but Ichikoshi wanted to be cool.
Am I being synced?
Yeah, I was like, how do you experience yourself being synced like that?
Yeah, he's being synced. That's why the mental locks were backwards.
Maybe he can do this for some weird reason right now, guys. And it's not just
'Cause he's a sinker.
hackitis.
Oh, dude. What's super great about this too is that in the Oda and Mizuki routes, when Iris is in like coma mode,
Yeah.
that's
Door.
so Seijima in her body. That's why she's permanently out of commission in those routes, so that the player doesn't find out. She just vanishes. She's just in a coma and then wakes up at the end of the route. Fucking politician running around in idle girl, dude.
In which part? Whose body?
So,
yeah, which part? I mean, there's so
in-
many routes.
In the Mizuki and Oda route, what happens is Oda stops the blade,
Oh, yeah.
and she doesn't get cut in half.
Yeah.
So is in her body. She's dead.
Oh, okay.
So he's in an 18-year-old girl
Okay.
and never wakes up until the end of the route and doesn't say anything to anyone.
Based
Yahoo!
key to immortality.
It won't open.
Then he dies of Minecraft addiction later anyway.
Oh. That's one way to go.
It's true. Arson knows.
That's true. Yeah.
Damn, what is going on here?
The knife.
What? Damn it, what is this?
Did they even try to make So and Saito's body look similar at all, like father son? I'm trying to think. They don't really look too similar, but I guess he's got gray hair, so you don't know. In anime mode, the hair is like the best giveaway. Who's 17? Iris is 18 the whole game. Oh, Monica or whatever? She's 17 when she got conceived or whatever?
She was 18 or 19, dude.
Okay.
I think she was 19 when she gave birth, so she was 18 when he fucked her.
Yeah, don't worry, Michikoshi
And he looked the
would never
exact
do
same
that.
18 years ago, by the way.
He doesn't look like So. Can I see the So resemblance here? That's not everybody looks like their kid, but...
It's a sync machine.
Do they even have the same eye color? I guess they don't have to. There's just like no... it doesn't have to be, I guess. A little bit of cute little touch.
I mean, I guess what's going on here is
You're watching yourself
the
get
entire
mine
game, Fujikoshi constantly says that if you're being synced, you don't experience it the same way as the syncer.
Me?
So maybe if you're being synced, you do experience something like this.
Or because
But
we're
there's no
having
indication.
multiple timelines flown in here, our dude's become Superman. Super Syncer. Now he can do things not thought possible before.
Maybe he can affect reality.
Maybe he can shift.
Sync here. Again.
Dude, Rohan just reminds me of that fucking panda boss from Sly Cooper. Palms of thunder.
His voice doesn't really match in this either. He's got the most pussy voice out of everybody around him half the time, even though he's huge. Worry wheel. That fucking tower level.
A door? This wasn't here before. This is...
Help me! Help me!
Help me. Help me help you.
Sorry, toots. I only got eyes for Iba.
I've only got eye for you.
blood.
The picture.
Blood.
Song reminds me of Danganronpa 2,
Blood.
and it makes me wish.
Damn.
Danganronpa 2.
Oh, this.
Reminds me of the Hope Man song. In that case.
It's them. You're... can't. I just can't do it.
I just can't do it, Captain.
You're... I touched it, but nothing happened.
You're...
Damn, nothing. You're... It's just a mirror.
It's like the music did here.
Damn it.
I feel like the sinks, in general, the concept of looking into somebody's brain for the sake of the mystery, isn't really like as engaging as you could have made it, you know? Like half the time it's not useful, another half the time it's like, oh, maybe this could happen because of this. Like there's very few times where like, oh shit, you know, like look at this crazy thing. I feel like it was all more set up for this, and the fucking look into the brain was like on the side, man.
That's it. Just a little more.
Also, the gameplay
The
parts.
only time he actually uses a sync to solve anything is in the Annihilation route. He syncs Saito boss.
Yeah. And there's nobody there to tell him that that might be bullshit or something. I think that's kind of a whatever thing. That's another reason why it's not as engaging, because the big like gameplay deal is like not that cool. I mean, just puzzles are more interesting in Zero Escape by a lot.
I'm sinking.
Percent sank. Boost.
I can't stop it.
Hit the brakes.
I
can't stop her. You're becoming more like your father.
What do I do?
Oh man, the slow-mo.
Uncle Falco! I failed you.
Step on the gas. You're very lucky.
Can't let you do that.
Why doesn't
What
a
is
game have
this?
as many awesome one-liners as Star Fox 64? Almost every line's fucking gold, man.
I mean, part of it is that the entire game is built around having just the quick one-off lines while you're
Yeah,
playing.
but they're
But
so
so many of them are
perfectly
good.
cheesy, man. Like you
Where
fucking
is my creator?
like you come into the fucking train level and the guy's like step on the gas, and it's like this stupid ass fucking voice acting.
Like,
It's just,
every
it's
level
so
is
good.
memorable.
That's the problem. It's not that they keep remaking it, it's that they never even try to remake it well, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Assault's good, but
Yeah, but it's just like
That was...
they just haven't done it as good. 64 man. Who are these guys? Or Star Fox. Just like cheese mode shit. What do you say? You're becoming just like your father, man. Makino lines with fucking James McLeod and shit. Damn, dude. Series got one godly game. The hell? Oh. Awesome. Thanks for that.
imagine inventing a machine that lets you dive into people's dream worlds, but then also lets you 100% flawlessly body swap with them.
Was that just a side effect, you think? Because I think the body swapping part's probably more impressive of an invention. Whoops. It also can body swap people. Government won't use that.
I did it! Oh, this feeling! I'm back. I got it all back!
This feeling, I feel nothing right now. Wasn't that what it'd be? Guess he likes that.
This fake eye is awful.
How is he so happy? I thought he only had happiness when he
Suppose it's
killed
better
people.
than nothing. I think I'll keep it.
Nice. He's an idiot. When are we gonna use the
This
code?
prototype machine has a special function. The body I am transferring my consciousness into will receive a stimulant. The other body receives a sedative.
So like, why though? Just for the sake of the story? It makes it seem like it was originally made for this express purpose of body swapping people. It keeps one fucking like Dumbo mode and the other fucking good to go to kill them. Why would you have it
You will
otherwise?
be feeling it soon.
Just so you can get control before them, I guess, if you're the police? Yeah, maybe modified.
But don't worry. Like I told you earlier, my plan is to kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you. So I can't be killing you right away. You will watch them die, and then you will follow in their footsteps. You should be honored.
Oh wait, in this route right now, if she self-destructs, she's gone, right?
Yeah. Because Peter's a fucking pewturd.
Pewturd. Why are we in a computer route? That's bad. For Peter. Oh wait, he's just doing what the government tells him. I guess. I mean, he just wants his job. Still. I'm about to get root doubled. I'm about to get overkill explanations of everything. I see his entire life in the last fucking few hours of the story or some shit.
Ratty cake, baker's man.
Yeah.
Now you have to take the penalty. Up, up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
Iris, remember when you asked me what your stage name should be? How about A-Set?
A-set? A-set. It's pretty. I love it.
You see that flower over there? It's a very special flower that blooms in the cold. A winter iris. Just like the iris from Greek mythology.
She's the messenger goddess. And the goddess of rainbows, too.
That's right.
I love
That's
Iris.
why the iris means good
I love
news and hope.
In case you can't fucking tell, I was lying. I hate Iris.
Well,
Hey, Uncle. You met Mommy at this shrine, right? am I gonna
poor
hear
chitter.
good news from you two?
What?
When will Uncle be my dad?
Albert Wesker is my father.
The Okonomiyaki War.
Iris Druid. She must have really enjoyed herself. She even said that she wanted to do it again soon.
Yeah, we should. We'll do it whenever she likes. Maybe even every day.
Oh, you. Every day?
Hitomi, do you want to live together? The three of us?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
People are going to talk.
I don't care about that one bit.
Well then, hypothetically, what if Iris and I were being hunted down by a secret organization?
Well, I'd defend you, of course.
What if they're zombies?
Zombies?
Remember when we went to that haunted house and you were clinging to my arm?
Because it was dark and it came out of nowhere. But fine. I don't care if it's zombies or aliens or whatever else. I will defend you and Iris with my life.
Thank you. Well then, my answer is yes.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
This is...
Okay.
Look at
You
it.
got it?
He's
I
so
want you on
happy.
this right away. If you could do it
He
in
got to
2,
make his
maybe
dream
3
game.
days, that would be great.
Look at him.
Good luck.
I mean, I hope it does. I hope it does great. And you know, it's okay. I'm not gonna pretend just because he's happy, man. He likes Asa too much, though. Like, awesome, dude. But feel like, you know, he's written enough stories now. You'd hope they'd be a little better than just decent, you know. Yeah, he wants the body swap. Like it's good. That's not. I mean, it's not good. It's fine, you know. Fine. Better than ever 17, maybe. Is it? I don't know.
No.
Anyways, it's close.
What?
It's not that close. I'm trying to be nice to do. Wait, we gotta see the rest of it. Dude, ever 17 fucking blows chunks for most of the fucking.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so listen.
But I don't
first
think
route
this
never
is better. I know.
We're going to go off the preferred route order. The first route, Never 17, is decent. It's not crazy good. It's not bad. It's okay. The second
Which one
route,
is
Sora
that?
route, is fucking bad. Like Sora route is stupid. Then you get into the U route, which is actually good, totally fine, not a huge amount of issues. A few, but not that many. You get into the Sarah route, which is actually good. Again, not a lot of issues. And then you get into the final route, and it's like,
I see.
okay, great, cool. So, I mean, overall, Ever 17 is pretty good. It's pretty solid. It has some stumbling blocks in the first bit.
I don't like
there's
the
some
routes
boring
as
shit
much as you
throughout.
did, I think.
I see what the issues with Ever 17 are, and I agree with a lot of them. I have it rated like fucking 7.7. It's not great. It's good. It's
I
just
hear
like,
some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but don't worry, alright?
it's not
You could have told me you were being
as
attacked by
shit
Martians
as
and I
people
still would
say
have
it
believed you.
is, and it's not as good as people say it
It's
is.
not shit. It's just like okay. And this is like okay-ish. We'll
This
see
one
when
has
we're
got
done.
a super solid plot idea. It's really cool.
Good plot idea, and I don't really even hate the end game here.
It
I
just
just think
shits
it
the
could
bed
have better delivery of
along
it.
the way.
Yeah, it's
like,
just not very
you spend
engaging.
fucking 50% of the game on routes you don't give a fuck about. Oda, Mizuki, who cares? Iris, who cares? Where's the murder mystery?
I mean, they made me care about those a little bit, but those, it's very long bits of, like, nothing really crazy that lead to just, like, an hour of payoff, you know? I feel like the build-ups to each of those is all very not engaging. It's not, like, the most boring shit ever. I'm not eating chicken sandwiches, but, like, it's still pretty, like, nothing, you know? It's not, like, dog shit, but it's just, like none of the murder mystery parts before the end game are just really engaging. They're just kind of like, okay, you know, that's the problem.
So, can you help me?
I do have one idea.
I mean, I appreciate it's a little more grounded-ish.
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss? I was put in command there.
May happen to just be close.
The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but it does have another function. You can technically use it to swap bodies.
Swap bodies?
Right. So if we use that...
What do you mean?
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakuras. Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and Iris.
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my body?
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Get rid of it?
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all.
But he's gonna need Falco's
No one will know
body.
what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's two birds with one stone, right?
Reminder, this dude is literally a fucking assassin, just because.
Yeah, like, we forget this guy had a career of killing lots of people. Well, I guess he's changed over a new leaf or whatever, but come on. Or turned over a new leaf, whatever.
Fucking objectively worse than Saito.
Hey, honey, I'm home. Shows up as a fucking, like, 10-foot tall, fat fucking gangster. Wouldn't that be awesome?
All right. Leave everything to me. Hayato Yagyu.
Hayato Wadu? Oh. Okay, leave it to me. Goto was here.
Imagine.
Did she just say his first
How
name?
did you bring in Rohan
Imagine
Kumakura?
people saying that this is game of the year.
Oh yeah, Arson saying, imagine people saying this is a top 3 VN. I mean, I respect it a lot more than ZTD. It's got better, you know, the art isn't as fucked. You know, it's a little more grand with the twisting. If you just haven't like played a whole lot of shit, it's more understandable than ZTD was, but not a top 3. Especially if you've read a lot of VN. Somebody's like, hey, I thought it was fun or good, you know, I'd be like, okay, I respect it. I wouldn't say it's great, I wouldn't say it's perfect. I respect the good, but yeah, top 3, man. Are these the same people who said Karno Shoujo
I made up
was
some charges and had the cops taken
fucking
in.
godly?
Is that okay?
Karno Shoujo felt worse than this, almost.
What do you mean almost?
No, it's worse than this.
It's way worse.
Karno Shoujo's fucking thing, like... Yeah, it's worse. Not by a shitload, though.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Because he's about to switch bodies.
God, dude. KD is fucking forgives everything. He's playing Karo no Shoujo and he's like, dude, this is fucking trash. It's so bad.
Okay, you're right, no. I didn't mean to put it like I did, where I said,
months
oh,
later,
it's an almost.
Dude, Karo no Shoujo's not that bad.
It's not good.
To get your consciousness to fully transfer.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Stay in Somnium for more than 6 minutes. Right.
And the first half was alright, but yeah.
We're counting on you.
The rest is shit.
Let us begin.
No, the first half wasn't
3,
alright.
2, 1.
It was bad.
The first third or whatever it was, the first mystery was like, alright.
Oh, it wasn't.
It was alright.
The corporate was shit.
It was all, that's why it was alright. The build up to it was like, okay. They just ended up puttering out and then there's nothing good after that.
No, the build-up wasn't okay. The build-up was fucking boring bullshit. The murders were the only good part and they last like fucking 5 minutes.
Slip of the tongue when I said almost. It's definitely worse than that. I think I just meant to say not by like a huge amount.
I'm gonna fucking wreck your
This is
ass.
mediocre. Karno Shoujo is just bad. But there's worse than Karno Shoujo.
There is, like Island.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, it's kind of, you know, it's worse, but it's not like that worse, right? Not Island worse. I feel like I'm getting redoubled here, dude. This was pretty long. I guess it's fine. Double wet overkill.
Had someone playing Karo no Shoujo and blog posting about it. They dropped it.
They dropped it.
It's bad.
Why did they say they dropped it?
Fucking boring.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
It's me.
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
Does that mean...
I'm Hayato Yagyu. Switch worked. And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
I know. You
That
don't have
ain't
to say
Falco.
it.
Regarding the Cyclops serial killings, right?
How did you know?
We can monitor what happens in the Somnium from this room.
That ain't Falco.
That ain't bad.
Did he just lay down
We should
slowly
ask
and
him
body
about
switch?
Mm-hmm. We'll talk
Good
more
idea.
about it later, boys. I don't never have
When
something
Rohan
fully
wakes up,
figured out
we'll
until I'm done.
interrogate him.
So I don't like dropping shit either. I never really felt the whole thing until you're done. Yeah, top 3 VN. No way, no.
What? Pewter, where is he?
How the hell did they lose him there?
How would I know?
This is bad.
Well, you see, we forgot that people could just leave.
They just arrested Falco.
Whoops.
Right.
And thus began the events known as the Somnium Files.
Because somebody was not looking at the right
Hey,
time.
which way did Rohan go?
Wouldn't this door be like fucking locked?
Huh?
Apparently not.
Rohan's standing right there.
No, this isn't Rohan.
Yagyu, where is Yagyu? Where did he go? Oh, him. He just left.
What?
Why didn't you stop him?
What do you mean? He's a detective. He said he wanted to leave, so I opened the door.
This shit stupid.
Did I do something wrong? No, don't tell
Rohan
me.
just instantly goes, "Oh, cool, a new body." Says, "I
Yeah.
want to leave.
You got accustomed to that pretty quick.
Here I go."
But he just went straight to Hitomi and shit. The first thing he does.
Oh shit, I'm in the wrong body.
Better go kill these
What should
people
I
real
do?
quick.
Oh no. My cursed right arm. Yakuza
Oh,
instincts.
hello.
No,
What are you doing here?
I
at
have to
this hour?
kill.
Such beautiful eyes.
Oh, stop. You're always flattering me. Anyway, come on in. I'll make us some tea.
If I don't kill her now, the story doesn't make sense.
You bastard!
Gonna do it or not?
Stop!
It's great that he fired when she was very
Yeah.
clearly telegraphing that she was
Yeah,
going to
what
get
the
in the
hell?
way.
Thought he was a trained assassin. He's like, damn these fucking meaty sausage
Stop right there.
fingers. They just shot on their own.
God damn it.
And then the SWAT team comes in. What a fucking fuck up. He's not even gonna shoot anymore. Thanks for doing my job for me, brother. How does he swap with the other guy now? Maybe he needed a better body to go back to detective work, so they just did it. Putting this as your top VN though, I hope it's the only VN you've ever played, so it just has to take a spot. Or all you've played is somehow complete dog shit up to this point.
Everyone, listen up. Hitomi Sagan and her daughter Iris are untouchable from this day forward. If any of you lay a single finger on them, you don't want to know what'll happen to you. Are we clear? Yes, sir.
Good. Now, if So wants to hire a random killer to do it, then that'll happen. How do they explain why So wouldn't do anything? Oh. We're about to find out.
Meet with Saito. Figure out the truth behind the Cyclops murder. As long as you're like that, I think he'll be more open with you.
What is it you want to talk about?
How long has it been since we last met?
That's an odd question.
Humor me.
The first time we met was when I killed Monica. And my father asked you to deal with the body. But we didn't so much as see each other for 12 years after that. Why are you asking me this?
What was the next time we met?
About half a year ago.
When do you feel like there's
And what
something
did I
fucking
tell you
weird?
then?
You don't remember?
Remind me.
I remember you showed up rather suddenly. You really want to kill people? I'll find you targets. Just let me keep the eyes. Then we both get what we want. We'll make good partners. Do you have someone in mind?
Let me think. What'll it be? The fifth murder? The fifth Cyclops killer victim?
Hold on. Could you not refer to us like that?
Why not?
I told you, it's very old-fashioned.
But that's our name.
A name you decided. You even sent that letter without my permission. You said it would throw off their investigation. I don't know how effective it was.
So there's no relation to Greek mythology?
What? Don't ask me. You're the one who came up with it.
Jesus. Even if I didn't know about body swapping, I'd be like, this is really suspicious.
That was your idea. I don't understand why you're asking me.
My idea, was it?
Yes. You told me that you suffer from hemispatial neglect. That you can't recognize the right half of your vision. You always eat the left half of your meals and all that. The same is true of the faces of those you've killed. You can't recognize faces out of your right eye. Which means you can only see the right half of their faces. And that's why you pull their right eye. That's what you told me anyway.
Nice treat.
Hey, Saito. Could you come with me for a bit?
Where are we going?
There's a place I want to take you.
Really? Is it perhaps the police station?
What are you doing?
You aren't the real Rohan Kumakura. I could tell as soon as you opened your mouth. Let's get a change of scenery. Fortunately for you, I am interested in hearing you talk.
Shocking.
Huh. Guess I fucked up.
Mr. Kumakura showed me this place. So it's fitting that this is where you die. What a wonderful
Well,
feeling.
shit.
Oh
the truth serum
shit.
is working beautifully.
Here we go again.
Oh shit, there's truth serum. Why do we even have the fucking
That's
sync
what I
machine, dude?
said.
Oh, Uchikoshi, man.
Why do we bother with the
Why
fucking
write
outback
yourself
machine?
into
These
the
we can just
fucking
inject in him some
corner?
fucking vodka extract and get all the secret.
Why even fucking write yourself into this corner? For fuck's sakes, man.
Wow. I see. I see. You got into that body with the sync machine.
I thought you were fucking kidding me on
I'm
that.
intrigued.
So it makes it seem like the sync machines. They should have just said that the sync machines were originally used to swap bodies or something. And then the side effect was they found out about the dream thing, and that works. There's a lot better implementation and police work.
I want to see it for myself. The prototype sync machine. Where is it? Chiba, you there. Why don't you go and fetch it for me? Don't worry. I'll pay whatever it costs. Well, it looks like preparations are complete. Let's say you and I get started.
What the fuck? He ripped it out again. This is his actual body.
He just fucking does it.
This is his real body.
Alright, let's go.
The one he likes.
Why is he even switching bodies?
Yeah, he just wants to try it. Hey, I'm just gonna try it out. Also, I'm gonna rip my right eye out just to try it.
Shit, I need the plot to work. How do I make this man switch bodies with the fucking giant sausage finky Logan? Oh, I know. He just does it.
Let's try this out of my own body. And so this is how he magically ends up with this. I thought the machine had a dopamine effect. They must have added
What are
that
you
in
doing? Follow him!
Shit,
Damn.
fellas, I didn't think this one through.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, shit, fellas. What the hell am I doing?
I'm gonna go from one brain damaged body to another, just for a change of pace.
Yeah, like it's not even like you picked a good body. Could have picked your fucking guard and it would have been better.
I always wanted to be a fat bastard, but I could never put on any weight.
That is mine overwhelmingly. Only my consciousness was not over. His memories were left behind. But why did it get turned off? So he didn't have any memories, but he knew to be able to jump out of some shit and start running. Some old crazy fucker? Yeah, I don't get it.
You're Saito Sejima? I guess not.
Huh?
Sorry, I just had a feeling. I heard that the prototype machine was stolen, so we lost communication for a whole week.
Who are you?
Just as I thought. You've lost your memory. All right. From now on, think of me as your boss.
Boss?
That's right. That's what you'll call me. Come with me, to where you belong.
There's a lot of random convenient body swaps.
I managed to make a new family register for you. From today on, you have a new name and a new life. As a member of Abyss, the team I run.
You want me to be a police officer?
And so he swaps with Rohan later.
You were a policeman before,
Or with
remember?
Falco's body.
You've already passed the exams.
Hey.
There shouldn't be a problem.
No, because Rohan gets... The chick goes into Rohan's body. They swaps from the chick to the fucking prisoner. Later, are some boss knew the whole time, man.
But the new me didn't pass.
That's fine, trust me. It won't be a problem. That congressman knows how to pull strings.
Who?
No one, never mind.
So what's my new name?
Let me just say random things out loud. I should.
Kaname Date. I hope you like it.
Kaname Date.
Yep. Nice to meet you, Date.
We went a whole year with the fucked brain?
The official title is AI Ball.
Like, didn't he probably find out over a year that he liked killing shit?
You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of special agent.
How are you feeling? Your head clearing up? I've been waiting. I really want you to enjoy this show. I need you to see it clearly. Awake. Looking at it.
This Aiba's just been holding out for as long as possible.
You would know more about that than me. Or do you not remember? You've been using other men's names for so long you don't even know your own.
It's Yagyu. Hayato Yagyu.
Yes, that's right. You're a Japanese native who worked as a police officer. Imagine a police officer being a serial killer. I don't think the public would react kindly to that if they found out. Heads would roll, departments would fold, there would be shameful suicides. So your superiors decided that a